Max, what's up, man? Man, I cannot remember for the life of me on Tuesday. Did you guys get the over under right, or did we get it wrong again? I feel like you guys haven't gotten it right yet, but I could be wrong. Yeah, went down south, played a little bit of golf, hung out at the pool with my family and my buddy and his wife and kids. So it was fun. A couple days down there. Didn't get it, but I didn't think so. Just making sure. All right, let's not forget to turn some music on in my ears, please. Hmm. What's up, Steve? Sorry, just looking at the last few things here. Make sure I mark down the payments up until now. Forgot how to do all this. Been one day longer than normal. Well, actually, it's not true. Usually around the weekend. It's been like 5 days longer than normal. Let's make sure I crossed off all the. Let's have a big Steelers night. Hey, we've had big team nights. Maybe it's the Steelers' turn. Let's see here. Where's the random? Welcome, everyone. We'll get started in about 2 minutes here. Yes, we need Steelers, especially the 4-boxer. That, yeah, I'm guessing you have them, huh? Yeah, you do. Good luck, Steeler people. Let's see, what am I looking for? I'm looking for integers. Generate one integer between 1 and 787. Okay. That one's ready, that one's ready, that one's ready. Nick, what's up, man? Look at those boxes at East Coast. Sheesh. I just brought them here just for today, but I'll put them back on the shelf for the next time. Make sure I didn't forget to update anything. No, we should be good. Craig, what's up, man? All right, let's see. We'll get rolling in like 2 minutes. Do our dollar break first, and then we'll move on to the pre-fill stuff, and then today's stuff, and then a few live fills tonight. It is the last day of Series 31. Be next Wednesday, depending on how much I can get done this week. So, got a ton to catch up on from my actual job. Me a few days, extra hours, and then hopefully I can start building the series get ready for Monday, but I'll say next week. Shooting for next week, one of those 2 days. We will not have Big Al's full size on Wednesday, but we will have a nice mixer, 6, 7, 8, 9 items somewhere in there. And then we'll do some Fire Factory, pick one random one during the live, Radke still, Big Al's licensed jerseys, just without a few of the Big Al's full-size boxes is all. In hockey jerseys, Bunting and Caden Gould up for trade. Perfect. I'll try to remember that when we get to it as well. We're going to do Dollar Break first, then Funko, then East Coast. So you got a little bit, but not a long time. Then we'll come back and do the minis. That is a new series for this one, so it should be fun. 12 boxes in there. We'll just do 2 at a time, so 6 weeks worth of those. We'll do our Gold Rush full size after that. It is a new case, so we got to open these, and it's the same series but new case. Number those, so we're starting new stuff for a few items. Starting a new mini case, a new full size case, and a new East Coast series today. After we do the full size, we'll do Radke full size down to our last 4, 2 tonight, 2 Wednesday. Then we'll do our final Big Al's 4-boxer, ended on a pick your team. We will not be doing this one live. We will do a Radke fill live first off, and then we will do a Big Al's licensed jersey, and we'll probably do just a 1-box Fire Factory, pick one random one. Something fun to end on a full size. We're going to save 1 for the mixer on Wednesday, and then 2 for a 2-boxer on Wednesday night for a live fill. So that'll my final case, but I'm pretty sure our new cases will get here by Friday for our case break this weekend, so we should be good. Worst case, maybe gets here Saturday and we do it Saturday. I may not feel till Saturday anyways. Okay, let's get rolling. Thanks for joining, guys. Hopefully you guys had a nice weekend. Nice week without Big Al. We're going to start with our dollar break. We had 787 and well, not that many claims. There was close to 150 in free bonus spots, so in the 600s for the claims. If you claim 20, each 20 you claim, you get another 5 bonus. So that's why it's up there in numbers. There's quite a few bonus spots. I'm going to read off who has who, and then we'll roll the dice. We will also do our integer generator today to find one spot that'll get $50 back. I don't believe anybody claimed 50 or higher in spots, so someone will get their money back plus some, just for having the random number that the number generator generates. We'll then run the list and figure out who wins the item and who wins the free spot or the $50 spot. That's where we're at. Let's read these off. Give me a second. Be patient. I'll show you the items that we added after that. Where's my... that's annoying. There it is. It's just grayed out. Okay. Let's get rolling. We've got Chris D with 20. 5 bonus for that 20. Stephen B, you had 4 there. Joe W, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Les, you had 20 with 5 bonus. You had 5. Sodic, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Jay Scotty, you had 25 with 5 bonus. Nick F, you had 5. Brian B, you had 10. Chad N, you had 10. Dwayne, you had 10. Larry B, you had your 31 with 5 bonus. Philip B, you had 5. Dwayne, you had another 10, which gave you 5 bonus total. Tom, you had 5. Kevin, you had 5. Greg, you had 20 with 5 bonus. David L, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Shane H, you had 10. Larry A, you had 3. Ron, you had 5, another 5. Michael D, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Juan D, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Frank R, you had 5. Scott, you had 20 with 5 bonus. And I'm wrong, someone did have more. But generally you get what I'm saying. Close to getting your money back if you claimed a lot. If not, most of you guys are getting some money back on top of what you paid. David L, 20 with 5 bonus. Vlad, you had 6. Matt, you had 10. Raul, you had another, and that's your first date, I believe. Craig, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Greg, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Brian E, you had 4, another 4. Steve A, you had 5. Adam R, you had 5. Mark M, you had 10. Joe, the other Joe J, you had 5. Scott, you had another 40 here, which would give you 10 bonus again. Ron, you had another 5. Raul, you had another 7. Lindsay, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Jeff C, you had 5. Jonathan R, you had 10. Steve W, you had 5. We're almost done here. Max B, 20 with 5 bonus. Brian E, you had another 4. Chris O, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Juan D, you had another 10. Billy, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Louie, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Raul, another 5, which gave you your 5 bonus. And Ron, another 5, which gave you your 5 bonus. That is copied. Let's get our dice rolling first. Actually, let's quickly show the items. I added more than I should have, but I wanted to. Let's see. Names and item real quick here, guys. We've got Brian Urlacher on a full size. Sean Alexander on a full size. That's an amp. We added this is a double spot. So if you choose this, you get the Sammy Sosa and the Vlad Guerrero Jr. souvenir hats. You can see the holes up there. These are the lighter souvenir ones, not the authentic Rawlings ones. Same authentic signature though. Joe Theismann full size. Troy Polamalu full size. We got Magic Johnson on the Mitchell & Ness licensed. Nick Sirianni full size. Ed Belfour hockey full size goalie mask. Also Jonathan Quick full size goalie mask. Deion Sanders full size. Johnny Manziel full size. Frank Gore full size. Christian McCaffrey Niners custom. Olivia Dunn LSU licensed jersey. Jerry Rice Nike. Emmitt Smith custom. Josh Jacobs frame jersey. Jaromir Jagr Fanatics authentic. Bettis Nike. Rantanen Nike Adidas. Sorry, that's not a Nike. JJ Watt full size. There are very few Nike hockey jerseys. Most of them are country ones. JJ McCarthy full size. Joe Montana mini. Michael Strahan Nike. Jack Eichel Fanatics. Justin Jefferson Nike. LaDainian Tomlinson STS full size. Tyreek full size. Ray Lewis full size. Lawrence Taylor full size. Baker Mayfield cleat. Y.A. Tittle full size. Derek Brooks full size. Gary Payton Mitchell & Ness. Tua full size. Steve Smith Sr. full size. Danica Patrick full size. NASCAR helmet. Trevor Lawrence full size. Archie Manning full size. Diggs Brothers full size. Devontae Adams. This is a new edition, but I messed up the picture, so it's at the end. That's an STS 2.0 for the Packers. And those are all our choices. So whoever wins can choose any one of those items they want. If it's a package deal, you get both the items. I'm going to start doing more package deals just to make it have other fun options. Okay, first off, we're going to do this first. So again, because the numbers went up high enough, we're going to do a random number that doesn't win the item, but we'll get $50 back. Credit, money, I don't care. You tell me how you want to do it. We're generating one number between 100 and 787, making sure that's our number. It is. If you own that number on the last roll, you get $50 back or $50 credit, however you want to use it. Let's get the number. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Number 633, way down there. I'm going to write that down. So on the last roll, if you're number 633, you get some $50 back. Even if you're the one that's on number 1 as well, could be a double up for you. Okay, let's go roll some dice. We need to do 7 rolls or higher for the dollar break. If it's not 7 or higher, we'll re-roll. So bad you guys have to listen to me talk so much here at the start. Oh, it's going to be a long one. 12. 12 rolls for this list. Buckle up. I'll do the drag and drop so I don't have to scroll through all of them, but still 12 times to find our winner and our $50 winner. Let's go over here. I knew that day would come. Okay. Should be 787 on our first roll. Let's make sure. You guys can see my screen. Yes, you can. 787. Okay, we got to roll it 11 more times. There's 1. Don't screw this up, Al. There's 2. Good luck, everyone. There's 3. Thanks for joining the dollar break as well. I think it's a fun listing. There's 4. There's 5. Almost halfway there. We're halfway there. There's 6. There's 7. Don't look at your name on the top. It only brings pain. There's 8. There's 9. There's 10. We're getting there. Here's 11. 1 more after this one. Spot number 1 on the next roll wins. We'll find out who gets the $50. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Our top spot is Max. Max, I feel like, wait, was it this that you won? Maybe you haven't won the dollar break yet. I think you won the full-size winner choice. This might be your first time winning this one. Max, our top spot. Goodness. Scott, so dang close. Dwayne, close. Ron, Nick, Ron, Shane, Steve, Les, and Greg to get off our top 10 there. Okay, Max, you win. You can pick whatever. You have not the dollar break. That's right. So it was just the full-size winner's choice, right? Or the roulette wheel that you won. They all mix together with me sometimes. If you win, I remember that you won at least. Okay, let's see who has number 633 to see who gets some money back. All the way down here. 633. Christopher O. This down. Chris O, you $50. If you're here and want to let me know if you want to do credit or just have me send it back, either way it works. I'm assuming you'll jump in something else. So if you want to use it for that, that's this, but I'm good either way. I'll make sure if you don't use it all, I'll message you later. But I'm typically good at just realizing when you guys use your bonus without you telling me, or your credit, I should say. Congrats, you two, especially you, Max. You can pick whatever item you want. If you know what you want right now, you can tell us all. If you want to tell me later, that's fine too. If you need time to think about it, just let me know. Congrats. Thank you, everyone. Sorry to everyone else. Hopefully you guys win next week. We'll do the same thing next Sunday. To our congrats, Max. Everyone deserves to win the day. That's a fun one. Look over. I got a good feeling. Yeah, look it over. Let me know. If you got a good feeling, that it came true. Dollar break's fun. One of the only things where you can pick the item you want, other than just picking the team or the player. Okay, I already messed this up. Guys, let's get rolling. We're going to start with our Funko, and then we're going to move on to the East Coast new series. I'll give a little spiel on that new series. It's a fun one. I like a lot of the names on there. We've got 2 locked names. We'll get back to that. We'll then we'll start our football portion of the night. If you haven't voted yet, vote now. Looks like 30 of you voted. That's great. There's 46 watching now, so if you haven't voted, you can still vote. You guys have picked the over every single time, and you've lost every single time. You're going under. Could be smart. Could be that this is the time the over was going to hit. I don't know. This is just voting on whether you think we'll have over 3 items with inscriptions. It can't be the player number. It's got to be something else, one word, letters, abbreviation, or whether whether it's going to be over under that for 3 items. So 31 votes. The under's taking it right now. We'll see if you guys are right. The under's been right 3 times in a row. Yeah, this will start with our first item. So I'm going to close it here in just a second. 32 votes, 33 votes. Over's coming back towards the top. All right, let's start with our Funko. I think there's a few items up for sell or trade. If you guys want to remind me when we get to the break or just before the break, the break before, I can try to help you move stuff. Let me check one last thing here. My wife took my kids to the Minecraft movie. She said I would like it. I don't know what that means. Can't be. I don't know if she's being sarcastic or not. Okay, in the Funkos. Someone got a $4 off spot, and I forgot to tell you. Bill asked. Bill, I'll make that adjustment. $4. Don't spend it all in one place. Chicken Jockey? Are you saying about the movie? Or is that like a nickname for someone that you're claiming? Okay, in the Funko, Vlad, you've got Marino, Wilkins, Rainn Wilson. Larry V, you've got Hargitay, Cooper, and Bobby Hull. Larry V, if you're watching and you want to sell Alice Cooper to Larry A, say that to your kids. Okay, they love Minecraft, man. If you want to sell Larry A, Alice Cooper, and you're here watching, let us know. It's be $4 credit for you. He was asking for it. Chad, you've got Sandler, Hoffman, Kevin Smith, John Cena, Johnny Depp, Rachel Ziegler, Vlad, you've got The Undertaker, Trevor Lawrence, and Drew McIntyre. Tim, you've got Iverson, Seagal, and Sheen. Zach, you've got Bird, Ills, and Alexander. Steve, you got Bradshaw, Michael B. Jordan, Tyreek Hill. Jonathan R., you've got Jefferson, Shotzi, and Emilio Estevez. Bill S., Malone, Messing, and the $4 off spot. Sure on the Cooper. Okay. Larry A., are you here? Let me know if you're here. If not, I'm gonna go to the Facebook page and comment before we rip this, so it's good to go. Chris O, John Jones, Ben Stiller, Elias, Steve Fox. That's Michael J. Fox, Singletary, and Bianca Belair. Greg, you've got Chase, Ron Howard, Steve Carell, Rodman, Hugh Jackman, Daniel Radcliffe. Got some actors there. Nice. Sadiq, LaBeouf, Flavor Flav, Elle Fanning. Ron, you've got Shaquille O'Neal, George Clooney, Chili TLC. Sadiq, Matthews, McCormick, Al Pacino. Dwayne, you've got McKinnon, Bell, and Spike Lee. And Rob, you had Macchio, Guerrero, and Eisenberg. Some of these names I'll never utter in the same breath ever again other than this break. All right, let me go comment to Larry really quick here. Otherwise, I will forget. Yeah, where is it? Rainn Wilson's up for trade. Dwight. Let's reply. Larry. Larry V is selling you Alice Cooper. Good luck. Live now. Posted and liked. Okay, last call on Rainn Wilson. If anybody wants to offer up a trade, we're going to get rolling here. We are down to 2 boxes left here. We do have one more case, so we'll run another case. Box 1 or 3. 1 or 3. We'll roll till we get a 1 or a 3. Jeez Louise. I keep doing that in the first roll. That is a 2, by the way. That does not count. Messes up my whole camera just because I'm heavy on the roll. Good enough. Stop moving. I'm going to slide it out. That's a 6, so not going to work. 6, 1 or 3 is what we need. That's a 2 again. Not going to work. Sorry, just be patient. There's worse things you could sit here and have to sit through. There we go. Box 1 is what we're rolling with. 1. Which leaves us with box 3 for next week. Then we'll start a new case. So if you want to see if you can hit a guy that's already been claimed, or already been hit, it'll be back available. But for now, we're pulling out the people that hit. I don't know why I was expecting someone to say that. I should have expected it to be Eric, too. I could have. I didn't, though. It's all right. That's just 15 seconds you won't get back. Chili TLC? Comment. I don't want to say I don't care, but I don't care. I'm convinced Eric's around to just try to catch me in stupid things I do. I don't remember the last time you claimed something, Eric. But you do a good job of giving me suggestions. Okay, here we go. Good luck, everyone. I'm trying to think. We've had a couple sports, a couple non-sports. This could go any direction. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Poor Eric. Matt Eckert. This has got to be a name that I don't recognize. That's something else on the list. Red Dawn. No, I've not seen this movie. Is that Charlie Sheen? It's okay. You can leave. Yeah. You can do whatever you want, Eric. Matt Eckert. Or you can stay here and keep telling me things I can do better. Either way works. Becca Certified. Is that Charlie Sheen? What movie is this from? He's wearing. He's holding a grenade launcher. Red Dawn. I've not seen that. Yeah, he told me above. I see that. I've just not seen this movie. It can't be from the movie Red Dawn, but I guess it is. I don't see his name on that list. Good old movie. I'll have to watch it. Wolverines. Charlie Sheen. Matt Eckert. That's kind of cool. Someone claimed Charlie Sheen too. Or maybe they didn't. I thought they did. Oh, I guess they didn't. Who has Charlie Sheen? Charlie Sheen is Tim. Cuba and Russia invade USA. I like those kind of shows. I'll have to watch it. Tim, nice hit. That's your on your Iverson claim. You went in a totally different direction with a random, and it hits. Charlie Sheen. All right, guys. Enough of this. Enough of this attitude tonight. Positive thoughts. That's funny. That's cool. Nice hit, Tim. That's actually not red paint. It's signed in Tiger Blood. Now I want to watch this tonight while I'm closing stuff up. I've seen a lot of movies, but there's still a ton I've not seen. My wife thinks that I've seen every movie that exists, but somehow I seem to find one that I've not seen every week with you guys. Tim, nice hit. That's cool. Charlie Sheen. We'll remove Sheen off the list, and we'll see which direction we're going next week. One more from this case. I've not disliked any of the Funkos we've pulled. They've all been cool. Good signatures, too. Nice hit, Tim. Okay. Time for East Coast. I'll put all these up here for now. I'm going to move them after. That's a lot of jerseys. Okay, we ordered, you can't see up here, but there's 17, 16, 10, 9, all the way down to 53. We've got 13 boxes. Let's pull up my screen so you can see this. There were 6 random sold. They all got picked up. Thanks for helping with that. There were 2 solos at the end that didn't quite fit. And I mean, I could have done another spot and then have some money back, but I said 2 solos. They got claimed up. 2 locked to start this series until we pull it, until I see someone else pull it. Ovechkin, new goal leader. You know, I bought those Ovechkins to do. Was the polar under or over? Thank you. Closing. It looks like you guys went under. It didn't really change much. Using the original with Patrick Swayze. There's a remake with Chris Hemsworth. I've not seen either. That's funny. A little corner of the movie industry I haven't seen. One of the many, apparently. Thank you, Jonathan. Yes, poll closed. You guys are going under, so you need it to be 2. If we get 3, we'll push, and I'll start upping the amount now that we're on day 4 of trying for this. We're still at 60. If we don't get it today, I'll up it to 70 on Wednesday and so forth. $10 each week until we get it on the bounty. So under 3, you guys win. Over 3, you guys lose. 3 even, we push, and I up the amount by a little bit more than 10. Okay, so 2 locked. Ovechkin and Connor McDavid. I was saying I bought those 5 jerseys for our little winner's choice in the Great Chase for Ovi while he was in the Great Chase, but he already got it. It doesn't matter. Jerseys jumped up in price. I'm glad I got 5 of them. We'll find 5 of you guys that can win an Ovechkin, which is awesome. Anyways, fun checklist here. 55 names. I've not seen any opened yet. So we've got all 55 on there. 53 of them are claimable. You guys claimed 17 of them. The others were randoms and then 2 solos. So I'm going to read through here. We'll put all these into a mixer and figure out which box we're opening and find a winner tonight. New East Coast Series starting tonight. Thanks for joining. Okay, Bill B, I've got you with Vasilevsky. You got your Lightning. Brendan Gallagher and Troy Terry. CK, you had Trocheck, Kuzmenko, and Morrissey. Nick F, you've got Messier, Myers, and Chabot or Chabot. I don't know how you say his name. I don't have his jersey yet. I've always wanted one. Craig, Teravainen, Eklund, and Shutt. Christian, you've got Hagel, Cam York, and Jordan Kyrou. Mark, what's up, man? Mike, Larkin, Heiskanen, and Barbashev. Dylan, you've got Watt, Morrison, Foligno, Gensel, Gould, and Bunting. Looks like Gould and Bunting are up for trade if anybody wants to trade. John L., you had Faber, Duhamey, I'm not sure, Svechnikov, Boldy, Sundin, Hoglander, McMichael, Forsberg, and Coffee. Larry A., you had Draisaitl, Gudas, and Merzlikins. Bryony, you bought 2 randoms from him. It was Stuart Skinner and Yari Curry. Mike, you bought 2. That's Owen Tippett and Ross Colton. And Chris O., you bought 2. Ryan Reeves, Brian Rust. Jonathan R., you've got Roman Josi, Dixon, and Kachuk. Derek, you've got William Nyes, Zadorov, and Moog. I was happy to see Nyes on there too. Adamar, you've got Connor, Seth Jarvis, and Dawson Mercer. Our 2 solos at the end were Kopitar and Stutzel going to Jonathan R. and CK. Good luck, all. Here's all our numbers, 9 through 53. There's 13 different numbers there. Let's figure out who's or which box we're going to open, which will tell us who's going to win. And I'm not going to bring all these out on the page or on the table every week, just today to show you all the boxes. After careful consideration, Magic Johnson. It's hard. That Magic's nice too. We've had one in the series before. I don't know that I have another one right now, but hopefully in the future. Good choice. Okay, there's our 13 numbers. Let's run it 7 times. Figure out what box we're going to open. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I thought for sure we were going to get a bookend. We did not. 41 is what we're opening. Box 41. You know what I forgot to tell them, though? I forgot to say, can you please load these with the number on top instead of the nameplate? So I'm assuming they're the same way. But that's just my preference. So I might be opening these backwards for this series as well. Sorry, I have to move a few things around. All right, come on, 4 headliners. Come on, one of the locked. Again, here's the headliners. We've got McDavid locked on the alternate, Patrick Waugh, Mitchell and Ness. I think it's Mitchell and Ness, right? Ovechkin, Mitchell and Ness, too. We hit that one a few series back. Messier, Draisaitl on the All-Star. Vasilevsky, alternate. No, that's a reverse retro. Roman Josi, reverse retro. Yari Curry, Brock Faber, Inscripted, and William Nyes. Some fun stuff. Thanks for not taking Yager. No worries, Craig. Oh, man. Okay. You guys, with the under, I would normally say, usually I would normally say there's a good chance for you guys when you guys are going over to get an inscription, but hopefully you don't hit it here. You don't want to start off with an inscription. Again, guys, 41. Good luck, all. Take over again. You know the over's going to hit tonight now that you guys changed to the under. Under hit 3 times in a row. Can it hit 4 in a row? Maybe. And it's the name again. That's all right. We'll live through it. I should have said something. I don't think he would do it for me anyways. Is the Lawrence Taylor a mini? I couldn't tell. No, it's a full size. It's just it's a VSR full size, so a little bit different than the Speed. Kind of more the old school look style instead of the Speed with the little ear holes. I'll show you an example here if you want me to. But it's a full size, not a mini. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I might be remembering wrong, but I could have sworn we hit him at the end of last series, didn't we? I think we did. And man, I love this jersey. Love this player. I got to watch him in person. 3, 2, 1. Jordan Kyrou. Jordan Kyrou. Love this jersey. Love the colors on this one. Who had Kyrou? Is that you, Christian? Waffle Board, Hagel, Ken York. Jordan Kyrou. I think the last one that hits in your series right now What are you going to do with 2 Kairos? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Congrats, Christian. Nice hit. We did hit him late last series. I'm almost positive. Nick's agreeing with me, so I don't think I'm going crazy. Love these jerseys. Nice hit, Christian. Congrats, man. Adidas, size 52, if I can read that through the screen, it is. Dangler fight strap down here below. Another one of these. I swear these are, he's stolen from the store, and that's the ink spatter, but maybe it's not. It's the second one we've had like that. Don't wear this jersey into a Kohl's. Alarm might go off. You might be doing 2 to 5. He's got a small signature, but it looks nice. East Coast certification on this one. This is one that Josh had in for signing. He does the signings himself, which is really cool. I have random name luck lately. Yeah, that's random name, pick name. I don't care. I want one of my names to hit. Congrats, man. I'll take a picture of that and leave it out. Jordan Kyrou. It wasn't our final box, was it? Anyone remember, Nick? Do you remember, was it our final box or second to last box? If we went back-to-back Kyrous, that's kind of crazy. Because that means out of 13, we happen to save it for the last, and out of 13, we happen to hit it first. Someone run the statistics on that. 1 in 13 times 1 in 13, or whatever. Okay, congrats. No inscription. You guys are safe. Under. Yeah, I know it was towards the end. I just can't remember if it was our final box or not. I want to say maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was second or third to last. Oh, did you? The last one was Fox. Okay. Well, you're back-to-back then. Good for you. If we don't count Frozen Pond. NFL portion of the night, when we do an NFL poll, this is when we normally close it, but poll's already closed. Let's start our football portion of the night. We'll do minis first, Gold Rush full-size second. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think only Bill B has a chance to go back-to-back for the guesses. He had Florida because I extended it to the Radke. I don't think anybody else got Florida right last time. After that, we'll do Radke. Then we'll do our Big Al's 4-boxer, which is our last 4-boxer, or last fill of Series 31. 2 more helmets will come out from the series, but it'll be the very last items of the night. That'll be Bill B and Greg, most likely, unless someone catches Greg. He's up by quite a bit. But we'll see. I shouldn't count it before it hatches. Okay. Yeah, the minis. Gila, I've got you with Philadelphia, Atlanta, Detroit, and New York Giants. Chad, you have Chicago and Seattle. Nick B, Cincy, Houston, Arizona, Vegas. Steve W, Pittsburgh, Jacksonville. Matt, you have Tampa Bay and the Chargers. Ron, San Francisco, Indianapolis. Nick, Dallas and Miami. Sadiq, you have Kansas City and the Rams. Chris O, Buffalo and Washington. Matt L, you have New England and Carolina. Jay Scotty, you have Denver, Tennessee. Matt S, Minnesota, Green Bay. Look at that lineup. Don't act like you're not happy about that, Matt. Nick B, Baltimore, New Orleans, and Stephen B, Jets and Cleveland. Let's close this. And let's have fun opening this. I did not have a 12-sided dice, so sit back and have fun watching me roll till we get 2 numbers, 12 and under. But let's open this up and number them first. This is a new series. It's a new case, but it's also a new series. Slightly different. Label on front, so this is how we do it. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to write on them. Yes, I know. Get a Sharpie. I still haven't grabbed one. Oh, well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I'll leave these out just in case till we roll numbers, then I'll put them back in there. 2 numbers, 1 through 12. This is a 20-sided dice. Very possible that we roll a number too high. First one we did not. It was a 9 with a number next to it. Sorry, a dot next to it. 9's our first box. Come on, 2 for 2. Nope, 17 won't work. Roll one more time here. 9 and how do I roll back-to-back 17s? I don't know. 15 doesn't count either. 1 through 12, please. There we go. 11. So 9 and 11. Both bottom row helmets. 9, 11. Here's 9. Here's 11. Let's move these back in. And we'll have 5 more 2-box breaks in the future. Okay, good luck. I know we have a few mini fans in the room, so I like to do them at least a little bit since we put the Big Al's mini series on hold or got rid of it. Haven't decided yet. Okay, 2 boxes. 9, 11. Here's a new series. May we hit one of these fun headliners. Maybe today. Good luck, everyone. Still hoping for no inscriptions. Best odds for inscriptions are always in Big Al's. We're only doing 4 Big Al's. So maybe under was the call today. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We got a slate. Nice. And look at that. They're putting the label on the backside like I would. Are they starting to learn? So it doesn't block the signature. Tennessee on the mini. If getting rid of, I would be interested in some of them. I can't remember what I was talking about. Oh, the minis? Yeah, if anyone wants to look at buying minis, I'm happy to tell them what I have. I don't actively try to sell them, but I have them here. Tennessee is Jay Scotty. Jay, you took Denver, not your Broncos, but you got a Titans slate. Nice. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm a big fan of the slates. This guy always has kind of a small signature. We know who that is. That should be Chris Johnson. It is CJ2K on the mini. Nice looking white paint pen on this slate. That looks pretty. Nice hit, Jay. Beautiful. Decal's coming up, but you could stick that back down pretty easily. And it's Beckett. Nice hit. Chris Johnson on the slate mini. Bottom of the box is a little ripped, but it's okay. Okay, helmet number 11. Come on, headliner. Final one from this 2-boxer. Good luck, everyone. I think I cut that. There we go. See a team. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Both AFC. Uh-oh, maybe. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I thought maybe we'd have a script for this dude. We're going a little bit further back on this one. Miami was not claimed either. I thought for sure Miami was claimed. That's a random going to Nick on your Dallas claim. Nick F. That is Bob Greasy on the classic speed. Nice, clean classic. You dodged a bullet with the Bob Greasy inscription, 1972 or 15-0, 13-0, whatever they went, 13, I think. Bob Greasy. Congrats, Jay. Congrats, Nick. Chris Johnson slate for the Titans and Bob Greasy classic for the Dolphins. Congrats, you two. Good luck to everyone else next time if you join. Sorry you didn't hit this time. I've already lost that many followers. Okay, let's keep it rolling. You guys are still at 0 for the under. We're going semi-fast. It's time for Gold Rush, which means it's time to guess a college team you think this player was drafted from. Anybody can guess. You don't have to be in the break. I'll repeat it every week just in case. guess where you think that this player was drafted from. If you get it right, you move on the next week. If you get it right 2 weeks in a row, you get something free from me. Bill B, I believe, is the only one that has a chance tonight to go back-to-back and hit a mini jersey. If you get it wrong, you reset back to 0. Everybody can guess. The only way to win the actual helmet is by participating here, which we have 14, 13, 15 of you. I don't know. I'm going to read off who has who. Get your guesses out. We'll roll the dice to figure out which box we're rolling with. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll go from there. Tim, I have you with Denver and Baltimore. Rogers, Cincy, and New Orleans. David L., Chicago, Philadelphia. Steve, you have Pittsburgh and the Chargers. Chris O., Buffalo, Arizona. Nick, you have the Giants and Cleveland. Looks like I missed that. You said Cleveland is for sell or trade. I'll have to come back up and see if anybody's looking for Cleveland or trading for them. Let me know. Nick says, I love minis. Yeah, minis are fun. There's a few of you guys that enjoy minis. So that's why I buy these, so we at least have something in the mini world. Yeah. Where was I? Greg, Dallas, and Seattle. Bill S., you have Tampa and the Jets. Sonic, Kansas City, Indy. Ron, San Francisco, Detroit. Brad, you have New England, Washington. Adamar, Minnesota, Houston. Max, Rams, and Green Bay. Larry A., you have Atlanta. You sold your random to Steve A. That is the Carolina Panthers. David H., you close with Miami, Tennessee, Jacksonville, and Las Vegas. Larry B. says he'll buy Cleveland. Okay, so both of you guys do 12. I'll house the dollar on this one. Larry, that just means to 8 on that one since you got a $4 credit, right? Which I should make a note of here. For Larry A. Baltimore is for sale. If anybody's interested in the Ravens. Green Bay for sale. Is Green Bay for sale? Max, let us know if the Packers are up. James says he'll buy Baltimore. So 12-12 as well there, guys. So Tim, you've got a $13 credit. Just remember to use that. And James, you just send 12. Thanks, you guys. Okay, last call to guess. We've only got like 18 guesses. There's twice that many people watching. Don't feel bad if you guess a school that doesn't exist. I don't care. I'm going to guess my college team that I think too. Let's see. I'm always feeling orange teams. I don't know why. So I'm going to guess Tennessee tonight. Tennessee. I kind of shuffle through the orange teams in my brain. I don't know why I always do that. Anybody else guess Tennessee? James guessed Tennessee. James, let's get it right. Let's do it. Okay, let's roll the dice here. Again, I lost my 4-sided. Whoops. I didn't lose it. It's just here somewhere. I'll rescue it eventually. So we have to roll the big dice. If it's a 5 or 6, we'll re-roll. If it's a 1 through 4, that's the box we're opening tonight. It falls off. It doesn't count. That is a 6, of course, so it won't count. This one will, though. 2. Top right. Box 2. Top right. Gold Rush AF 25 Gold Rush Series 1. I think this is the only series I have here, so there should be no mix-up. We don't have authentics either. I didn't buy any. We probably should have. Henry, baby. Going for Baltimore. You should have guessed Bama then. Then you'd have a double guess. But then again, you guessed Tennessee before you bought Baltimore, so now you gotta. Don't let me down, Canes. Is that how you picked, Bill B? Miami. Oh man. Bill B, are you excited? You got a championship game. Oh, it's tonight, right? I gotta have it on. I didn't even forget to think about that. What, did it start already? Just barely? Half an hour ago? They usually start at like 7:19 or 7:49 my time, something weird. Watching it right now? I was sad to see Duke not make it, I'll be honest. I did not want Houston to win. Now everyone's going to be mad at Cooper Flag, even though he played his head off. He had 27 or something, right? There's box 1 for a different day. There's box 2. Halftime already, 31-28. At least it's close. At least it's close. That means I'm going to miss the whole game. Maybe I'll put it on in my ears at the end here. 3, 4. Not worse than missing Monday Night Football, though, like I usually do. That always makes me sad. Okay, let me get rid of boxes 1, 3, and 4. 3, 4, and 1. Okay. Everybody cheer on Bill B. He's got a chance to get 2 right. How long ago did they win their last title? I remember they won in like 06 and 07, didn't they? I was cheering for Paige Beckers, so that was fun to watch. My wife likes watching the women's. She likes LSU, though. 06, 07, I was right. She likes the coach for LSU. Don't ask me why. Only if you picked OSU. Okay. Good luck. I was a junior there in 06 and a senior in 07. That's so cool. I remember you telling me that. Come on, Redbox. Who'd you guess, Jonathan? Who are you looking for in Redbox? Jonathan Clemson. Okay, you got a couple choices. ETN or you're looking for Jaguars here. ETN or Lawrence, maybe the Redbox. Not red. And we're going replica. We're going VSR4. Max, if you're watching, this is the style of helmet that the Lawrence Taylor is instead of the speed style. I guess that I take this one out, don't I? Here we go. See who's taking this home. I see that, and I always think of one team, but maybe it's not that team. Womp womp for me. Thinking Jack Ham. See, I think of Pittsburgh too. Let's see if it's Pittsburgh. 3, 2, 1. That is not Pittsburgh. See a little. Trying not to show the signature. See a little horn in there. Interesting. Let's see who we got here. I like it. At least if we're going to pull another VSR4, let's at least spread the wealth on teams. You guys are thinking Marshall Faulk? It is the old school Rams with the gold horn. We got JSA. No, is that you, Max? Rams. Max, you claim the Rams. You're having one of those nights that I say everyone deserves to have. Won the dollar break. You're winning the Gold Rush full size. What next? So here is the full size, just for reference. This is obviously a specialty, so don't really compare it to that. But you can, the speeds are a little bit more newer style, but they're both full sizes. So the Lawrence Taylor's like this. It's not a mini. Just so is the YA Tittle, and so is the Johnny Manziel. They're full sizes, but they're not speeds. They are still Rydell. Okay, let's see what you got here, Max. 3, 2, 1. Uh-oh. I wouldn't have minded seeing Warner here, but it is. You guys are right. It's Marshall Faulk. But look at that. You got an inscription. 1 down. Hello, y'all. I didn't win. You can rewind, or I can let you know, or you can just look here at these two. Sorry. Let me know if you want me to tell you what hit. I can. Everyone back to love. That is correct. Everyone back to 0. What was he? San Diego State? Wasn't he an Aztec? Say that because I remember. Do I be nice tonight? Will anyone ever guess San Diego State? Do I let this roll into the Radke? I was going to say I'd let you guys vote, but of course everyone will vote yes. Let's run this back one more time today. Radke will count. Okay, you get to keep the same guesses though. Mike's like, yeah, of course. Of course, let's do that. Marshall Faulk from Gold Rush. You got another chance, Bill. So does everyone else. And that's an inscription. So you're 1 away from being at your max amount of inscriptions you can get to still win the bounty tonight. You guys weren't counting on a description from Gold Rush. It's okay. We're doing less items tonight. You're too good to me. Hey, it's for everyone, but you're the one that has some skin in the game on this one. Some free skin in the game. Gila, I'm happy to let you know if you won or not. I always am leery on doing that because I want you guys to watch if you're going to watch instead of just having me ruin it. But I'm always happy to tell you what's hit so far if you'd rather me just tell you. Try to protect you guys into hearing my voice tell you whether you won or not instead of a recording of my voice tell you if you won or not. Okay. Time for Radke. College, and if you're just showing up now, you can guess now. I don't care. If you've already guessed Kent State and Radke, you can't guess again, so you're stuck with Clemson. Kent State, huh? You thinking Antonio Gates? Is that what you're thinking, maybe? Okay, in Radke, we've got Jamie Libby has to step out. No problem. So, again, I'm happy to tell you if you hit or not, but if you want to rewind and watch the results, that's fine too. I just hate spoiling it for you. Okay, in Radke, Greg, I've got you with Minnesota, Miami. Jonathan R., you had New England and Detroit, but Chris bought, New England, Detroit, Seattle. Chris bought Jacksonville. Greg, you have Green Bay, Baltimore. Jonathan R., you have Denver, Tennessee. Greg, you have Dallas, Tampa, San Fran, Carolina. Philly, Houston, Arizona, Atlanta. David L., you had Washington, Chicago, Rams, and the Giants. Ron, you had Kansas City, Vegas. Brad, you had Indy, Cincy, Cleveland, and the Chargers. Steve W., Pittsburgh, and the Jets. Bill S., Buffalo, and New Orleans. Is that the only person that we know that played at Kent State? I swear that's Gates, right? You're just saying that because I'm giving them a chance and it's going to be someone else that's another school that no one would guess, huh? Okay, guys, we're down to 4 boxes left. 1, 6, 11, and 12. I would like to think that, well, I would assume that we have at least one. Oh, Edelman too? Okay, well, that's why you're guessing it, not because of Gates and Edelman both went to Kent State. That's strange. I would like to think that we have 2 headliners left. We might have 1. I don't know if the Barkley counted as a headliner. It certainly can. There's not a picture of it. It's kind of up in the air with Radke. So I would like to think we have 1 to 2 headliners left. Sorry, 2 headliners left, but we might just have 1. But everything gets kind of watered down in this in the good way, not watered down because we have multiple hits that can count for headliners. So Ken Stanley. Okay, so anyways, we're down to box 1, 6, 11, and 12. We have both bookends left, 1 in the middle, and then 2 high numbers. Let's get a list. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 6 is what we're rolling with on this one. Box 6. So we're going to leave with the low and the highs to end tonight and tomorrow or Wednesday. Box 6. Okay, stop sharing. Get my list back up here. Okay, here we go. Box 6 should be up top. It is. Leaves us with 1, 11, and 12 down there. You guys think I called that by putting a ram out there? I didn't even look at that. Ram. I just talk about the 1 in 30 tries where it happens, but not the 29 and 30 where it doesn't happen. Act like I'm a genius. Okay, box 6, March Madness. Remember, we can still pull one of the people that are in the final, the Sweet 16 that made it there, or someone that might win tonight. How cool would it be if we were pulled Houston or Florida? But I think if you get a team in the Sweet 16, you still get something. I'd like to think he gave us 1 Sweet 16 team. Then again, I guess he shipped him off before he knew he was going to be in the Sweet 16, so you can't really plan that. So forget what I'm saying. Just pure numbers. So Nick got you some cards. I still need to do that. Just probably got home last night. I'm so behind on everything. Not even funny. Okay, good luck all. Remember, guess counts for this for college. This team, 3, 2, 1. Did they make it Sweet 16? I think that's our best chance. Or did they get eliminated in the round of 32 like every other team we've pulled in the last week and a half? Georgia. And no, that doesn't count for your guesses that you guessed Georgia. I'm going to say that before you say it in the chat. I know you're going to ask. Did Georgia make Sweet 16? Round 1. Okay, never mind. Shows how much I know about Georgia. Wowza. Here we go. don't laugh at Georgia. 3, 2, 1. What is happening? What is happening tonight? Someone said, let's have a Pittsburgh night. Not a Pittsburgh night. Good grief. Good grief. Rams again. And hey, we're getting a rare style here too. That's a amp. Rams amp. Who had the Rams in this one? Kind of hard to tell Rams amp because it doesn't look that much different, but it's got a bigger horn. The horn is amplified. Rams are, that's David L. David Litton, that's you on your Washington claim. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. See, and then someone guessed them. Was it Adam that guessed them for Gold Rush? And now he's calling it on Racky. There's some weird stuff going on. I think you guys dodged a bullet there with an inscription, too. Kurt Warner could have an inscription. Great hit. Kurt Warner amp. That's a replica. First Big Al's college team. Yeah, that's sorry guys, I tried. I tried to give you another shot. Grocery store? Is that anyone guess the grocery store? Did he not play collegiate football? No, you can never clean about Warner. Warner's awesome. Was he just like JUCO? Northern Iowa, okay. But is that a FCS instead of FBS? Northern Iowa? I don't know. Anyways, no one guessed them or the Iowa Barnstormers or the Amsterdam Admirals. He's also coached as a graduate assistant there in 1994. FCS, okay. I tried to give you guys another shot. David, nice hit. Kurt Warner on the amp full size. That's awesome. Ram. There's 3 Rams on my screen. That's crazy. All right, so everyone's wiped to 0. Good game. We tried. That's the post-game handshake, if you can't tell. What's the name of that movie with Charlie Sheen? Is it Red Dawn or is it something else? Just going back, I want to try to watch it. High five. Yeah, I know you could do white on the blue horn or blue on the white part. That's cool about it. Is Red Dawn? Okay. It is the big lettering right on top of the thing. Okay, I should trust that. All right. Okay, Big Al's full size time. We've got Bill S with Arizona Tennessee combo in Baltimore. Greg, you got Atlanta. Chris O, you got Buffalo. Nick B, Carolina Jacksonville combo. Chad, you have Chicago. Greg, you have Cincy. Bill B, Cleveland. Greg, Dallas. Tim K, Denver. Chris O, you have Detroit. Vlad, Green Bay. Tim, Houston. Greg, Indy. Ty, you had Kansas City. Brad, you had Las Vegas. David H, you had the Chargers. Greg, you had the Rams. Rob, Miami. Jonathan R, Minnesota. Nick, New England. Greg, you had New Orleans, Giants, and Jets. Rob, you had Philadelphia. Craig, you had Pittsburgh. Ron, you had San Francisco. Brad, you had Seattle. Greg, you had Tampa Bay. And Bill S, you had Washington. Good grief. I keep getting... That's an ungodly amount to spend at Target, my dear. What are you buying? All right, anyways. Fraud alert from my mountain. Hold on 1 second. I should probably make sure that's her. Just send her a screenshot of this really quick before I just It's on Amazon Prime, and the remake is on Max. Okay, I got Amazon Prime. I'll watch it there. Thank you. Is this you? Did you buy every bag of Fritos? I don't like Fritos. I'm just trying to think of what she could buy with that. Okay, we're screen's closed. Let's get our last bingo roll. Besides the two later, we got one more roll there, two more rolls there. Got some guesses. I like it. I like the guesses. She's gonna say no speaking English exactly. I don't know. It has to be her though, because it's both my debit and then my credit card. So it didn't work with the something's wrong. Something's wrong with her debit card, which is not a bad thing. I thought it's gonna take like 3 weeks to get that fixed. Well, it's gonna take a while. Sorry. All right. Let's shake this up. As a reminder, Series 32 should be ready next week. So no Big Al's full size tonight after this. No Big Al's full size on Wednesday. We will do a mixer and some other fun stuff to take place. And then hopefully it's ready by Monday or Wednesday next week. 4 numbers. Come on. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Live fill. Someone already asked that earlier. I'm sorry. I totally missed it and didn't forget to. David L. Bill S. times 2. Breaking Brad. Those are your guesses for hits. All right. Is that a different part of the guessing game? Live fills tonight, Mike, will be Radke will be the first live fill. So I'm pretty sure that they gave us 7 authentics. So we should have 2 authentics and 1 rep left. We're going to do 1 more tonight of that Radke and leave us with 2 for Wednesday. We're going to then do our 2 or 3 box licensed jersey. If you guys want to do another 3 box live today because we're missing some Big Al's, that's fine with me. We will end with a Fire Factory 1 box, pick 1 random one for 23. That'll leave us with 1 for the mixer and then 2 for a 2-boxer on Wednesday night to fill Big Al's. So those are our live fills. 3 live fills. Radke, Big Al's licensed jersey, either a 2 or 3 box, and then Fire Factory 1 box. We'll open up a case and we'll use the R3 Wednesday. That's where we're at. Okay. 118 is our first number. 118. On container. Next one. 103. I hope one of you guys are right. 103. He's not going to tell you which one he hopes is right. 3 box jerseys, my vote. Okay, if anybody else has a strong preference for or against it, please let me know. 106. And 23, MJ, 23. Oh, man. Yeah, let me grab those guys. So not a terribly long night, just 3 live fills most likely. Red Dawn. Dylon. What's Dylon or Dylan? Yeah, for sure, Mike. Let me pull it up here. God, there's probably 5 to 10 new names, so let me know when you're done. Let's make sure these are the right. 118, check. 103, check. 106, check. And I said MJ 23. We got MJ. I am Groot. Yep. From Dave Chappelle. That guy's funny, but you can't watch that around kids. I was watching some Key and Peele today. These guys are hilarious too. All right, I almost just hit end stream. I'm not trying to end stream. I'm trying to stop sharing. Goodness. Okay, I'm getting my Radke copied. Radke will be next. Big Al's licensed after that. I guess we'll try a 3-boxer. Haven't heard anyone say, please don't do 3-boxer. Be the same price. You just have 1 random instead of 2. So if you're selling a random, it'll be $15. That's not next, though. Radke's next. Just getting it out there. We're going to finish with a Fire Factory full size if there's enough interest still here tonight. Okay, good luck, all. Final 4 from this pre-fill. Final break. The last 2 will be for winners of contests. So 23, Series 31. Woo! 6 points. This could shake some stuff up. There's not much happening in the first place spot unless there's some big points earned here. I guess this could happen. But second, third are still very much reachable for most. So, let's see. Okay, first box. Okay. Well, 3, 2, 1. We've got a Texans Eclipse. You'll find out why I'm saying well in a second here. 6-pointer. Who got Houston? Who had Houston? Houston is... That's Tim. Tim K. You said you used up all your luck on the Charlie Sheen. Not quite. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Had this box made it one more day. See, Adam knows. I would have pulled him out. He would probably be in the discount series or elsewhere. I don't do a ton of digging in the middle of a series. Sometimes I do if it calls for it. I didn't take any off in this series, so there's probably 2 or 3 other names in there that need to be removed from the next series. Still a great hit, but he is off to a new team. He hasn't signed there yet, so this is his newest signing. That is Stefon Diggs, but he is no longer a Texan. The good news with an Eclipse is you can, if you're good with art projects, you can get a Patriots logo and stick it on there. It would work just fine. I've never done it. I'm not good with it. Bill B is your guy to talk to if you want to try it. I'm sure there's others that are good at it. But Stefon Diggs, back at certified. He is a part of the movement from the offseason, though. It's going to be weird seeing him in New England. Old division foe when he played for Buffalo. That is 4th team already. Minnesota, Buffalo, Houston, and New England. Crazy. Okay, box 103. Series 31. 9. I forgot to put 6 points. What is happening? Tim, did you already have points? Oh, you didn't. Otherwise, it would have maybe put you up into 3rd or 2nd place. 6-pointer for Tim. 4, 7, 25. And now we got a 9-pointer coming up. Jeez. Stefon Diggs. Okay, let's see who's getting 9. 15 points in the first 2 helmets. That's kind of crazy. Could be this name. This guy's in the series. There's a label on top. Probably is him because he's got a Fanatics bag. Probably is him. Okay, good luck all. This is one that I've purchased from Fanatics. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a Giants Classic Speed. Giants Classic. Who had the New York Football Giants? That would be Mr. Greg. Greg Giants. Eli's your guess. It's a good guess. Should be a Fanatic sticker, and it is the new Fanatic sticker. Here we go. We're missing an earpiece, but we're not because it's stuck to the roof. Thank goodness. 3, 2, 1. Not Eli. We're going a lot younger on this one. Very talented young man. Receiver. That is Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors. Great hit. Greg, I think you've been after Neighbors. I think you've been claiming them in Fire Factory. You've crossed off a few guys you've been chasing. I don't think Greg's watching live. I think he's watching the game with family tonight. I could be wrong. Nice hit. And sheesh. 9 points. Well, yeah, some of these young guys are a little bit on the lazier side. 9 points for Greg. That pretty much solidifies it. That gives you 45 points. That might be our highest Wonka point. That was our first 9-pointer, too. We haven't had 9 or 10 this series. Malik Neighbors. I do not have a Malik Neighbors in my collection. I really want one. He's still a guy I'm after, so. I said, Greg, 9 points. All right, enough of the points. I shouldn't say that. You guys want to catch up to people. Let's see if we can get some more. 106, Series 31, 0. Is that 106 in Park? What comes to my mind? Okay, we're having the focus issues again today. Moving too fast. Not a label. This is one that I don't think that this could be a reuse box. We'll see. There it is. Ooh. Love this style of helmet for this team. Love, love, love. And I think I know who it is. This is, if I could pick one helmet for this player, this would be the one for my collection. 3, 2, 1. Well, we had an amp from Radke, which was a nice surprise to get an amp out in the wild. Usually it's just Big Al's you only hope for amps. For the most part, we'll see him in our third party, but not so often. Redskins amp, even more rare. Washington. Kerrigan's a great guess. Peterson's a great guess. Washington was, that's Bill S. Bill, I don't know if you have a Redskins amp yet. You might. I've had a few in my series, and you've been around a while. Art Monk will be great. Old school Redskins, those are nice too. This is an amp from the old school Redskins. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Uh-oh. 80 point. If you don't see any more inscriptions, you guys win. One more, it's at least a push. Great hit, Bill. Joe Theismann, amp replica, 83 MVP on this one. I've actually had this helmet for a while, I think. Sitting in the reserves. I've had a few Theismanns, but this one's been in there for a little bit. Yeah, it's an awesome helmet. Beautiful. Nice hit, Bill. Someone guessed you'd hit twice. There's one. No Wonka, though, right? No Wonka. Okay, final box from this 4-boxer. Good luck, all. We've had Stefon Diggs, Malik Neighbors, and Joe Theismann. I'm jealous too, and I'm the one that put it in there, Dave. Kind of backwards thinking is that. Trade Falk for that is a trade offer. 118, Series 31, 1 point. 1 point. Did not see the signature, but I see the team and the style. I got a couple of guesses who I put in this series for this team on this style. But I don't know off the top of my head. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're going Bengals. Bengals STS. For our final in this 3-boxer, this is or 4-boxer. This is a 1-pointer as well. Cincy. Well, that's Greg. He did have a few spots, but Greg hitting again on this one. Cincy. Congrats, Greg. And you got the last point. That was a showing for the Wonka points. Congrats. Mark says Munoz. That was one of the ideas in my head, and it's short, so that kind of confirms it. But it could be someone else. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. But it's not. One of the best signatures in the game, simply because he knows how to write in cursive. Big Hall of Fame lineman, Anthony Munoz. Schwartz Sports, he is Hall of Fame, isn't he? That's probably a dumb question. He didn't sign at Hall of Fame, so he lucked out there. Very nice hit. Bengals STS. If he's not Hall of Fame, I'd be shocked, but I'm pretty sure he is. Okay, congrats, you winners. We had Stefan Diggs, Malik Neighbors, Joe Theismann, Anthony Munoz. Let's do a Radke box, our second of the day. We'll have 2 more for Wednesday. We'll have to hit a headliner tonight and see if we've got 1 more for Wednesday. But we'll see. Perhaps the Barkley was one of our headliners. You never know. Okay. Let's go top chat. And then back to live chat. Okay, I've got Jonathan with New England. I've got Bill B with Buffalo. I've got Larry with the Browns. I've got Jason with Detroit. Bill asked just one comment late on Detroit. Ron, I've got you with San Francisco. Ron, San Francisco. Dave, Chicago. Sorry, sometimes I lose my train of thought when I'm looking at all these. Chicago. Bill, Minnesota. Jonathan just behind on Minnesota. Arizona going to Brad. That's number 8, halfway through. Philadelphia. Rob. Bill S. has got Kansas City. That's spot 10. Giants for David. If you guys think I read any out of order or if I missed any, please let me know. Washington, number 12 for David L. Carolina for Brad. That's spot 13. Buffalo is gone, Chris. Sorry. Tampa Bay for Scott. Gotcha. Spot 14. Washington's gone, Dustin. Sorry. Minnesota's gone, Rob. Sorry. Pittsburgh going to Steve. That's still there, yep. And then our last spot is Rob with Miami. 16. Should be 16. Hope I didn't double book it. I did not. We should be good. Let me make sure on randoms, though. Oh, I missed that one. Did not go far enough down. Okay, Pitt Miami. Random up from I'm your Huckleberry Tractor Trailer Jason. Random up. I'll take random, says Nick B. Right here. Indeed, buy 2 randoms. Random up. So, Ron, you're going to sell one of yours, or your one, to David L. David, you got one random right now. That's the only randoms I see, though. One random and one random. So, David's up for one more if anybody else to go for Theismann. I hope I can put these, well, I'll put them away. Okay, I don't see any Rams coming up. Reminder, we're going to try for a 3-box licensed jersey series. That means there's 30 spots to fill. If you sell a random, it's 15. Again, sorry, Mac's going to pass. Okay, no problem. If you claim and sell a random or put a random up, there's a chance that it may not sell because they're a little more expensive and you only get one player. It all equals out. You got 3 chances for that one player, but just know that there's a possibility. I'll do my best to sell them. Okay, let's get our random going here for our second Radkey of the night. 7 times on these. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dallas was on top the last 2, wasn't it? Dallas on top, Chargers on bottom. Sure this time, please. Okay. You got it. And Max, just so I know you were throwing it back and forth, just confirm that you wanted Magic over Lawrence Taylor. I wasn't sure if you wanted Lawrence because it was a full size. Both great options. Just let me know, please. And even if you change your mind before I ship tonight, no big deal. Jonathan R., New England and Dallas. Bill B., Buffalo, Seattle. Larry V., Cleveland, Jacksonville. He is selling Jacksonville for 18 if anybody's interested in him. Jason T., you had Detroit. You sold your random to Nick B., which is Denver. Ron, you had San Francisco. You sold your random to David L., which is Vegas. David L., you also had Chicago, Baltimore. Bill S., DM me, no problem. I'll look for it a little bit later. Minnesota, Bill S., and Cincy. Brad, Arizona, Green Bay. Rob, Philly, Atlanta. Bill S., Kansas City, Houston. David H., New York Giants and Tennessee. David L., Washington and the Jets. Brad, Carolina, Indy. Scott, Tampa Bay and the Rams. Steve, Pittsburgh, New Orleans. Rob, Miami, and the Chargers. So, getting close here to the end of this double case experiment, what do you guys like better? Do you guys like running one case at a time or running a double case all at once? I'm interested to see your thoughts for those that join Radkey. I can put a poll up too, but just here while we're here, let me know what you guys think. Six was the one we opened, right? You like the 2-box, the 2 build or the 1 case build? I don't know that I care. I think I cut 2-box, but I'm good to do it either way. We usually order 2 at a time, so we can do it either way. I did just order the new series. It's the limited edition series, the ones that are something out of something, 1 of 1, 2 of 5, whatever. Should be here next Monday. Okay, 1 through 12, 7 times to get our box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I think Craig G just. What are you talking about? Okay, we're doing box 11. Half the time, I don't know what you're saying, Dave. It's a good thing, though, right? Stop sharing, please. Box 11. Craig's like, huh? What did Craig do? What did he do to you? Okay, box 11 is over here underneath. I'm trying to figure it out too, Craig. Okay, Radkey up. He's on that streak. What streak? Okay, let me get this up here. Big Al's license, just so it's copy and pasted. What are we? We tied right now on, or no? We got two with inscriptions, right? I haven't won. He's like, what are you talking about? 3 bucks. Pick one random one. Okay. Okay, box 11. Good luck, all. March Madness, come on. I'm more interested in hitting a team that's in the final game than I am hitting the headline. That's the wrong way to be, but I want to see both. Come on, give us a big team. Ooh. You're thinking of Greg? Yeah, Greg has hit a few. Craig is looking for his first win tonight. He did hit the basketball jersey, but that was last Monday. I don't pronunciate very well, so Craig sounds like Greg, and I guess when I say Alex on the phone, it sounds like Alan. You're safe, Craig. Don't worry. It's not you he's after. Well, I might need help with this team too. I don't think so. I don't think they made it very far. Ole Miss. You got it today, Craig? That wasn't. I guess I shipped on Tuesday or Wednesday. Greg E. CEDB. And Ole Miss went. The Sweet 16 one, I'm just wrong, but I don't think they did. Sweet, they made 16. Woo! Who'd they lose to in the Sweet 16? Okay, if you win this helmet, I think you get something. I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, don't be mad at me, but I'm pretty sure. Lost to Michigan State. Okay. Ooh. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We do have an authentic. And it's Minnesota. So if you own Minnesota, you own Ole Miss. And I think that means you win something with them. I need to double check what it is. Think it's Addison? Minnesota is ... Peterson, says Jonathan. I know you've been after him. Sorry, Jonathan. Minnesota that's Bill. Bill S. Bill, you've had a couple Racky hits where Racky hasn't been kind to you in the past. Maybe you've kicked that side. Yeah, Hot Tutty. Nice hit, Bill. You got their new style, Winter Warrior alternate, on-field alternate, Minnesota. And we've got 3, 2, 1. That is correct, Mr. Peterson. So Peterson's on the checklist, the headliner pitcher on a rave. So again, we've kind of hit players that are on the pitchers, but that aren't the styles. So I don't know who our headliners have been, or if we're still looking for them. It's all up in the air at this point. I'm hoping for another big helmet from the last two we have. This one's big. I like it. Adrian Peterson, nice big purple ink signature. Becca certified. I'll have to cry myself to sleep. You even called it earlier, too. You called it. Maybe that was... There's red in there. A little red on the inside. I don't know what that is. Nice hit, Bill. Congrats. I'll figure out what you win with Ole Miss as well. We'll figure that out. Okay, let's do a 3-box licensed jersey series. Let me get my screen up quickly so you can see what I'm looking at. While you're claiming here, I'm going to actually search really fast. Too many nights crying on the pillow. I know. Where's Racky? March Madness. All I know is the way that they worded it was a little... When you break a helmet and the team that is written on the flap advances into the Sweet 16, your customer will be awarded a free team on us in their next break. What? What does that mean? Maybe that means they'll reimburse me for a free spot. Bill, you may have just won a spot in tomorrow's Racky. I'm going to reach out to him and figure out what that means. I know that you win something. I didn't know what it was. Sounds like that might be what it is. Also, if Team Written on the Flap wins the whole tournament in April, they will win a free personal middleweight hobby box. So we already know that. So we got to hope for one of these next two to have Houston or Florida. Or we maybe get another Sweet 16 one, and some of you guys can get some free spots. Sounds like that's what it is. But I'll figure it out, and I'll let you know. Okay, let me refresh my screen here. We need 30 spots claimed. We might be there. We might not. My guess is that we're a little short. So don't feel bad claiming. You may be claiming and not have a spot. But okay, Bill BS Stammer. James has got Mookie Betts. Larry's got Allstott. Bill's got Ellie. Mark, one comment late on Ellie, but you got Burrow. Joe Burrow is spot 5. Joker for Bill S. Gotcha. Shaq for Nick. I'll come back and look at randoms after I'm done getting these through. Zach, a little late on the Joker. Burrow, a little late there as well. Jason. Max Crosby for Iron Mike. Gotcha. That's spot 8. Troy Polamalu, spot 9. Joker's gone. Burrow's gone. Mikko Rantanen. Mikko. That is spot 10. Rivera for Jim. That is spot 11. Henrik. Spot 12. Fort Craig. G. Jefferson for Jason. That is spot 13. Almost halfway there. Jefferson. Farr for Bill S. That's spot 14. Skinner for Chris. Stewart. That's spot 15. We are halfway there. Jefferson's gone. Zach, you're getting picked on the dang claims today, I swear. Both randoms up. Okay, perfect. I was going to ask, but I assumed that you would say below, and you did. Peppers for Obi. Julius Peppers, spots. James White, spot 17 for Bill S. Bird, new addition, Larry Bird for Zach. Spot 18. Let's do a little count check to see if it is 18. Oops. Oh, 18 it is. Sonic, a little late on Bird. Devonta Smith is number 19 for Rob. Nick will take a gram. Okay, I'll come back to that in a second. Perez Worthy Stockton, that's spot 20, 21. Where are you? Salvador Perez, 20. 21 is Worthy. 22 is Johnny Stockton. Kirill for Adam, that's spot 13. Sorry, 23, I mean. Caleb Williams, that's spot 24. So we do need like 5 more spots. We're almost there. 24 for Zach B. Caleb Williams. Jerry Rice is spot 25 for Sodic. Herbert for Chris. He's been in there for a while now, too. 26. Okay, 4 spots left. I'll come back and look at randoms in a second. Remember, this is a pick one random one, so only 1 random per spot. And if you're selling, it's 15 each. 15 for the random, 15 for the main spot. Jeff N. taking the Oakland A's McGuire. I thought that one would be claimed a little more often than it is. Yeah, no problem, Jay. Sorry to hear you're not feeling good, man. I was happy to see you hit something. Let's see if we can get you something Something Denver. Okay, McGuire. Brad Marchand for Larry. Brad Marchand, number 28. Morant for Vlad. Ja. 29. For Vlad. And Jim taking Posada. Yeah, no problem. Thanks, Jake. I feel better. KD, instead of, so I'm going to put you in a different order here. Hold on. Since you're redoing it there. So we had Marchand. And then 29 is Jorge Posada. Jim V. Where's your claim, Vlad? And then 30. He won the CJ2K slate, the mini at the start there. And 30 is KD for Vlad. Go back and look at randoms. If anybody wants to buy a random, they're 15. We're going to have way more for sell than claims. Serve, guys. Sorry if you don't sell your random. 30 is correct. This is for 3, correct. So three boxes. If you buy a random, they're $15 per random. Okay, let's go back up to the top. We've got Mookie. I don't know how to do this and still stay. Mookie, Burrowman, Troy Polamalu. Second. Henrik is third. And then James set his other randoms up, which was this one, so fourth. Peppers is fifth. Nick says he'll take a random, so Nick's got this one. Oh. Don't worry, guys, I'm operating just a little slow. I'll take a random. Stockton, Creel, Rice, Herbert, Marchand. Yeah, I've been up 2 randoms up, so Larry's got spot. Random 6th and 7th. Posada going back to sleep. Okay, we've got 6 randoms available. $15 a piece in this order. And then we'll get rolling. Let's see if we can sell a few of these. This is a three box break, so essentially you're paying $5 per player per box on this one. I will give it a second for those claiming. We are going to try a 1 box, pick one random one, Fire Factory after this. Pick a team, get a team, $23 per claim. That'll leave us with 3 for Wednesday. So if you want to do a full size, stick around for just a second. I'm going to give this 2 or 3 minutes on the randoms, guys. Michael, did you want any randoms? I know you were asking if it's a 3 box or 1 box. Let me know. Tracking out, no problem. Six solo spots available for $15 each. If we can't sell them as randoms, we'll see who you guys get, and there's a chance that someone will want to buy the specific player. We'll try that as well. I don't think it's budging right now. That's all right. We will have 4 solos available. The solos will be $10 instead of $15. And then we'll try to get a few of these sold as well before we get going. You guys can look at trades and buy, selling, that kind of stuff as well. But I don't see a lot of movement on buying randoms, so we're going to get rolling here on this. Sorry, guys. Let's see. I will help you try to sell who they are, though, if you don't want them. Sometimes when you see them, you end up wanting them, though. Okay, 7 times. Remember, boxes or numbers 31, 32, 33, 34. First come, first serve in the chat. $10 a piece at a time, please. There's 1, 2, 3. Keep missing it. 4, 5, and 7. Our solos are Slavkovsky, Trevor Lawrence, Hischier, and Wade Boggs. All decent names there. A few hockey, 1 NFL, and 1 baseball. Let's see who's getting who first. Nick has got Hischier and Slav. In between, Rivera was claimed. He's not one of the. Yeah, I don't know what you're looking at. He's not one of the randoms. Boggs for Craig. Boogs is gone. T-Law for Bill. Okay, those are full. Before I start reading, Larry, you had Shane Doan. If you want to sell them, let me know. Obi, you had Matthew Tkachuk. Same thing. Let me know. James, Romeo Dobbs, and you sold your first one. Craig, TJ Oshie. Obi, you had Andrew Vaughn, and Larry V, Marcel Dion. If you guys want to sell those, let me know. I'm just letting you know who you have before I start reading off the rest. If you want to keep them, that's great. If you want to still try to sell them, just let me know. So it's up here in the chat. Okay. In the 3 box, so I've got Bill B with Stammer and Jalen Waddle. James, you had Mookie Betts. You sold Nick B, Max Scherzer. Larry V, you have Mike Allstott, Shane Doan. Bill S, De La Cruz, and Witten. You almost got the double Bengal again, 1 line off. Bill S, Jokic and Scheifele. Nick B, Shaquille O'Neal, Tony Kukoc. Mike, you have Max Crosby and Eric Dickerson, the new Rams STS in the series. Obi, you had Polamalu and Tkachuk. James, Ranton, and Quist and TJ Oshie. Jason T, you had Justin Jefferson and Darcy Kemper. Last, you have Brett Favre and Trevor Zegras. Chris O, Skinner and Fox. Obi, Peppers, and Vaughn. Bill S, James White, AI. Zach, you had Bird and Caulfield. Rob, Devonta, Sam Laporta. Sadiq, you had Salvador Perez and Rasheed Wallace. Xavier Worthy and Olado. Stockton and Bijan Robinson. Adam, you had Kaprizov and Terry McLaurin. Zach, you had Caleb Williams and Tim Stutzel. Sadiq, you had Jerry Rice, Doug Williams. Chris O, Herbert and Morant. Jeff, McGuire and Hughes. Larry, Marchand and Dion. Jim V, you had Posada and Nix. Vlad, you had Kevin Durant and Chris Mullen. Nick, you claimed Slavkovsky and Hischier as solos. Bill, you had T-Law, and Craig, you had Boggs. Okay. Well, let's look at these, see if any of them are up. Dion and Doan are for sale. Perfect. Mullen for Morant. Morant went to Chris O. Chris, if you want to trade for Chris Mullen, let Vlad know. Obi says his are up for sale. Matthew Tkachuk, the scripted out Flames Adidas, and Andrew Vaughn, the White Sox. Let's see here. Doan and Dion are for sale. Okay, so those are still up. Craig says sell that random. That's TJ Oshie. And he was interested in Oshie. He's for sale for 15. Bill Dickerson for Al. Mike's got Dickerson. You've got Allen Iverson. Let us know if you want to trade them. Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta for Iverson. Bill asks you also could trade Iverson for Sam Laporta if you're interested in either of those two. Vlad, David would buy Durant if you want to sell him. Romeo Dobbs is up from James. Kemper for trade. McLaurin for Nix or Bijan. Nick's went to Jim. Bijan Robinson went to Sodic. Let him know if you want to trade for Scary Terry. Chris O, would you rolling for Morant? Yep, let's see. All my randoms are up for sell or trade. All of Sodic's are Rasheed Wallace, Nolan Arenado, Bijan Robinson, Doug Williams. Those ones. Or Laporta for Ja. All by Arenado. Was he for sale? He was. Okay, Jason's going to buy Arenado for 15. Doan or Dion for Vaughn. Obi, do you want to trade Andrew Vaughn for Marcel Dion or Shane Doan? 15. If you're buying any of these players, Michael, it's 15, not 10. 10 is for these final 4, but these ones up here were 30, so you split them in half, they're 15. They're gone. 15 is what's available. Keeping randoms. Okay. Our offer for you. You got a few offers if you want to trade. I know you're trying to sell. Morant. Cool. Thanks, Chris. Okay, Mullen for Morant is done. Chris Mullen. I'll buy Dickerson. Dickerson. Mike, if you're selling Dickerson, I don't know if he said he was up for sale. I think you were trying to trade. If you want to sell him, let us know, Mike. Keeping Knicks, okay. Laporta for Waddle. Jalen Waddle, Bill B, do you want to trade Jalen Waddle for Sam Laporta? I'll pass, prefer to sell the randoms, okay. Okay, I'm caught up. For those that are looking to buy, Dion's up for sale for 15. Andrew Vaughn's up for sale for 15. TJ Oshie, Romeo Dobbs, Matthew Tkachuk, Shane Doan. They're all up for $15 if anybody's interested. Wish I was in this break. I'd buy 3 or 4 of those. But I'm on the other side. This is the one break where I let you guys have a little more time than probably necessary just to make sure. But some of you guys, and I tried to say at the start, I didn't think we'd have a ton of random sell on this, so forewarning. Chris O will take Shane Doan. He was at a Utah game watching his son, who's on the Utah Hockey Club. Oh, for Chris O for 15. So Larry V, you're selling that one. I'll keep him if I can't trade, no problem. Would sell to Dustin. Adam would buy Scary Terry. I totally missed that comment. Jeez Louise. Would sell to Dustin if won't trade for Tkachuk. I don't think anyone's trading for him. I think Obi said he wasn't going to trade. He just wants to sell him. So Obi's not even looking at trading Tkachuk or Dion or Tkachuk or Vaughn, just trying to sell. So the Oshie for Tkachuk. I don't think that's going to go through either. Thanks, Chris. So Chris selling that one. I'm going to take it back to normal color. And then, okay, sell it. Okay, so Scary Terry going to Dustin W for 15. Gotcha. Thanks, Adam. Yeah, good luck, you too. Okay, last call on Dion, Vaughn, Oshie, Dobbs, and Tkachuk. And then I'll just buy Tkachuk. Okay. Buying Tkachuk from Obi. There are other ways around it sometimes, huh? So Obi saw one of your randoms. There are 4 solos left. Nick, you did. You're up here in yellow. You got Max Scherzer. That is your random. Max Scherzer, pitcher for the Mets. Nike. Okay, I'm going to random the numbers here. I'll let you guys still claim Dobbs, Oshie, Vaughn, and Dion if someone comes around and grab them. But let's get some numbers here. Final break of the night will be a 1-box Fire Factory. We'll do a 2-boxer of the same thing on Wednesday, but we got to save 3 of them for Wednesday, so we're going to do 1 tonight. A little 1-boxer to end it on a full size at least. Trade you Oshie for Scherzer. If you want to trade away Scherzer for TJ Oshie on the Capitals, all Adidas, let them know, Nick. And then Obi, I don't know if you saw it, we sold Kachuk. So a few of those you guys got left with about 1 each there. James, Craig, Obi, and Larry. Okay, 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to say that we're always going to do 3 boxers on Mondays and Wednesdays. I think we'll just kind of fill it out. So Wednesday might be 2, it might be 3. Did Bill B pass on Waddle for Laporta? I don't think I heard from him. So probably. Bill B, if you want to trade Jalen Waddle for Sam Laporta, let us know. Pass. Perfect. No problem, Rob. Yep, I did not. So he's passing. I did not see any more trades. So notebook, please. You're fine. What's the score? I probably shouldn't ask that just in case someone's recording it. I should just look on my phone. Let's see here. Woo! I'm going to put it in my ear. Hold on. Close game. Look what I'm missing, man. Poor old Al has to miss the college games on Mondays. I'm going to listen to it in my ear, so. Wowza. Yep, 205. Okay, here's our 3 numbers. 32. That explains why there's a few less people around tonight. Well, maybe not. It's probably me. 32. But I can blame it on that. 112, 112. And 44. High school number. You're not kidding. Only 2 minutes left. All right, looking at that one thing. Yeah. We can say that, right? Okay, let me grab those. 32, 44, and 112. 32, 44, 112. I'll trade him for any NBA or NFL, so not hockey. Max Scherzer's up for trade for any NBA or any NFL if anybody wants to bite on that before we get going. 32, 44, 112. Give it a second just in case someone wants to trade. I don't think I will, though. Jeez. All right, let's roll. I'll try not to be distracted by that game. That's usually why I don't put games in my ear. Just music. That's not cutting very good. Might need to retire this box. Okay, first jersey. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Why can I still not tell who that is? Is it? It's been so long I can't remember what his signature looks like. I thought that this was a different team. Why is my brain not working? I stopped watching it on bad luck. Stamkos! You know what I thought? I even thought that looks like Tampa Bay, but for some reason Tampa Stammers didn't come to my mind. How bad am I? It's been 84 years. I like seeing you guys that have been a long chase. I don't like long chases, but if you hit it at the end. Wow. One of the oldest jerseys in the series coming out. He wasn't at the start. He got added like 4 or 5 reloads down, but that's still, it's been a while. Bill, finally, Stammer. Now I can wait a little bit, add a little Vasilevsky in there for you if you want to go for him or not. You hit the one you were after, hit a few on the side as well. Steven Stamkos. He is with the Preds now. I want to get the C patch as well. Fanatics. It is a size extra large. Tags, no fight straps on these ones. Congrats, Stamkos. How awesome is that? I've got one Stammer in my collection too, of Fanatics, I believe. It's been so long I didn't even think that it was him. That's funny. It looked Cowboys to me when I first did it. Chris, what's up, man? Long time no talk. Trying to listen to this game. Not recognize Stammer. It's funny. Congrats, Bill. Great hit for you there on your Lightning. Okay, next one up, 44. I didn't get the build up it deserved from me because I wasn't thinking straight. Sorry. Took me until I pulled it all the way out. I'm so confused. I'm seeing congrats and nice, and I'm where you're spinning the balls. Go down to the bottom and make sure you're live. You're not live on the screen. Someone type that in. I've got the Fire Factory typed up, ready to go. But someone type in to pull it to live or hit the live button. Otherwise, he's going to be behind the whole rest of the time. Update to live. Yeah, it just means that you've gone out and come back in or something, and it stayed where you were and didn't update to live, which sucks. But sometimes that's why you're late on claims or late on seeing who your random is, stuff like that. Oh, mama, maybe. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That's no maybe. We're got a big name here. Good grief. Fanatic certified. That is a Cincinnati Bengal. Most of you guys have his signature memorized. We went hockey. We're going football now. Steven Stamkos and Joe Burrow now. Goodness. A lot of you guys were after Burrow. That changed hands a ton of times. I'm pretty sure Mark got him tonight, though, right? Mark, congrats. You've been after some Bengals for a while now. You're hitting Mr. Joey B on the Nike. Beautiful jersey here, too. Joe Burrow. Bill says congrats. Fanatic certified. Extra large on-field jersey here. You got your Nike tags down there. Sometimes they're on the front. Mark, congrats, man. Two, you guys are getting some players you've been after. Steven Stamkos, Joe Burrow. Who do we have for box 3? Beautiful hit. Congrats, Mark. Nick, did it jump to live for you yet? Did you find the button at the bottom? You got to check that throughout the stream. Sometimes it'll pause and then you'll be behind. And especially for claims, that'll screw you up real bad if you're 10, 20, 30, 40 seconds behind. Does not help whatsoever. Sorry, man. Nice hit, Mark. Man, this is a close game, huh? Okay, box 112, final one of this 3-boxer. Like I said, a Fire Factory full-size pick one random one box, $23. It's our final fill. Usually we'll be doing big, where series is closed down, reloading that, and then I'm going to do Bill B and Greg, your wins for the last standing and the Wonka points. Okay, here we go. I don't know what this is. I can't tell. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Well, now I can tell. That hasn't been in very long. That is now our second jersey of his. The first one was in there forever, Clemson jersey. This one's another big name Nike. Jeez. Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, Nike. Yep, Nick, that happens. Trevor Lawrence, wasn't he a solo too? Trevor Lawrence, yep. Trevor Lawrence, Jaguars, Nike. Bill S., that's you, Bill. Bill S. hitting a Jaguars Nike with the grooves through the number at the top, the little triangle. Jaguars Nike tag inside hanging out as well. The label down below. This is a size large. Beautiful. Trevor Lawrence, big old signature too. Bill, congrats. Sorry, I'm like, oh, there. That was almost a turnover. That was crazy. Okay. Okay, congrats, C3. Joe Burrow, Steven Stamkos, and Trevor Lawrence. Let's do a Fire Factory 1-boxer in the night. Do something here, and then we'll do the 2 giveaways for winning the contest at the end of the night. Now, if this doesn't fill, no big deal. Let's see where it goes. $23. Oh, he missed the free throw. I think I'm behind wherever you guys are watching. Do not pay yet. If this doesn't fill, we're going to stop it before we get there, okay? It's going a little slow. Everyone's watching the last 30 seconds of the game. That you should. Let me show my screen here. Too many dang timeouts in basketball, man. It drives me nuts. Okay, Nick, I use Denver. Rob, Philadelphia. Jason, Detroit. Bill behind on Philly. Cincy going to Nick. Do not pay yet. Let's make sure that this gets filled up first. San Francisco for Ron. San Francisco's gone. Kansas City for Chris. San Francisco's gone. Green Bay for Mark. Gotcha. Green Bay gone. Pittsburgh is still there. That's number 8. Halfway through on that one. Number 9, Carolina for Obi. Okay, let's give it a second here before we call the night. We do need to do our 2-boxer. We're 7 away on this one. Let's see if we can get a full. And then again, we've got, let's do this order. Let's do, we'll do last team standing first, which is Bill B, and we'll do Wonka second, which is Greg. But we'll give this a couple minutes. It says that we have 8 people watching, and it might be because of the game, or it might be wrong. So we'll give it a second here. We'll let this game finish up. I'm usually behind by like 30 seconds on Hulu, so I can't believe it ended that way. That's crazy. Couldn't travel, so he bounced it and had to wait. And wow. Bill B, congrats. Hit your stammer and you got a championship tonight. We've got 7 left here. I'm gonna use the restroom really fast, guys. This is like the first time in 5 years, by the way, that I've used the restroom during a stream. But if ever there was a good time, it's right now. We're waiting for 7 spots. Don't pay yet. If by the time I come back we don't have any movement, we'll move on to last team standing and Wonka points. So give me 1 second. What a horrible way to lose. What a bad way to lose. Okay. Couple spots claimed there. Rob and Zach. Thanks, guys. Rob, Zach, we're 5 away here. Sorry to make you wait there for a second. I'm not kidding. That's the first time I've ever used the restroom during my streaming days. Okay, 5 left, and we'll run this. Dallas. I could have sworn I saw Dallas claimed earlier, but maybe I didn't. I didn't. Okay. Mark taking Dallas. 4 spots left to close this one. Fire Factory, 1 boxer. So it's a fresh case. We'll use the other 3 on Wednesday. Roger's grabbing Buffalo. Thanks, Roger. Good luck to you. Three spots left. Those were jerseys. Last 3 spots. I'm going to roll the bingo balls for what order did I say I was going to do it in? I said I was going to do Bill B first. Bill B first. Greg second. Baltimore. 2 left. But these 2 bingo balls will be for the last team standing for the first one for Bill B, and then Wonka points. Greg elected to do that instead of one of the 4 random helmets or one of the 4 chosen ones. So we're right there. I'm after. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. There they are. So the first one belongs to Bill B. For Wonka points, congrats. You're the only one to pick Denver. No one thought it could happen 3 out of 4 times, but it did. 178. And next one is for Greg. Greg for winning the Wonka by a landslide, 16. So we'll get those after the Fire Factory. 178.16. I've got it written down here. Giants for Bill. That is spot 15. One spot left here closes. This is just a one boxer for 23. Onto our. And you guys are still. Are you guys still winning the giveaway too? I think you might be. You got to dodge what? Last item here? Man, I might be on later then. I got to do the giveaway, the 3 giveaways then. Okay, one final spot here. Closes teams that are left are Arizona, Atlanta, Chicago, Cleveland, Houston, Indy, Jacksonville, Vegas, Chargers, Rams, New England, New Orleans, Jets, Seattle, Tampa, Tennessee, and Washington. Oh. Then we'll run the randoms. Okay, let's get some Rams going. We'll likely get a $60 giveaway tonight as well. Okay, 7 times. Thanks for joining this last one, guys. Just wanted to finish with a helmet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Arizona on top, Rams on the bottom. Okay. Nick F, I have you Denver, Arizona, Rob, Philly, and the Jets, Jason T, Detroit, Tampa, Nick B, Cincy, and Vegas, Ron, San Francisco, Atlanta, Chris, you have Kansas City, New England, Mark, Green Bay, Seattle, Steve, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Obi, Carolina, Jacksonville, Rob, Miami, New Orleans, Zach, Minnesota, and the Chargers, Mark, Dallas and Tennessee, Roger, Buffalo, Houston, Nick B, Baltimore and Washington, Bill S, Giants and Indy, Billy M, Chicago, and the Rams. Arizona's up for trade or sell if anybody's interested. Let's stop sharing this. Let's grab the case, which is out here. Put Mr. T-Law in its bag. Not a bad pre-boxer. Stamkos, Burrow, and Trevor Lawrence. Okay. We're running out of space here. Okay. Arizona for trade or sell. I'll trade Jacksonville for Arizona or the Rams. I'll trade for Jacksonville. Okay. Obi's trading Jacksonville for Arizona. Jacksonville. Atlanta's up for trade as well if anybody wants to look at trading for Atlanta. Okay, we got box 1, 2 here in the front. You can't see, but 1, 2 here, 3, 4 in the back. I'll number them as well with some stickers. And that means our case break on Thursday will come from the new order that I placed today. So I did, Chris. Yeah. Did Kansas City, New England. You can rewind if you want to. Okay, here we go. Box 1 up here in the front. I'm trying to put the numbers on now. 2, 3, and 4. New England is your random, Chris. Kansas City, New England. Let's get a 1 through 4 here to open. It did land on one of them. Here it is. 3's our number. 3's our number. There's box 3. Let's save the rest of this for Wednesday. Yeah, how old is that coach, man? He's younger than me, huh? Gotta be. That guy like 35 years old? Good grief. Okay, good luck all. Last chance to trade for Atlanta. Didn't see anybody comment. So 14. He looks so young. He's got to be younger than me. Okay, let's roll 2 freebies after this, guys. Most likely 3, I guess, with the stick around or you can watch the replay later. We got labels again. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a flash for Kansas City. Flash for Kansas City. See the label there. Who had KC? KC was claimed by Chris. Chris, haven't seen you in who knows how long. You come in, claim a spot, and you hit. That's luck, huh? We'll see what you got here on this Chief, Chris, on the flash. 3, 2, 1. We got the linebacker. Slash whatever else he does. That's Nick Bolton. Great hit there. We haven't seen him in a while. Nick Bolton flash for the Chiefs. Back at certified. Great hit there. Chris, send me a message. I don't know if you're at the same address or what. Let me know where this is going. If you want to put it up for trade, let me know as well. We still do it that same way. So, but I don't want to send. I haven't seen you in a while, so I want to make sure I'm not sending it to the wrong spot if it is going out. Nick Bolton, great hit. Congrats. Okay. I believe Joe Theismann, Marshall Falk. I think that's the only 2 we had. So you guys won the giveaway. So give me a second here. Let's do the giveaway last. Let's do our 2 helmets that we just drew for the other 2 first. So that way, if you don't want to stick around and watch me copy all the names, let's do that. So Bill B, are you still here? And Greg, 178, 16 of the numbers that I wrote down. Let me go grab 178 and 16. All right. Turning into a long night. But at least the last bit, you can leave if you don't want to watch this. Okay, nice notebook close. Who had which? 178 was Bill B's. 16 was Greg. So let's do Bill B up first. Congrats on picking Denver. Is anybody going to pick Denver next series? I doubt it. But hey, if it can happen 3 out of 4, why not 4 out of 5? I don't know. 178, Series 31. 0 Wonka. I should have counted these for the inscription game, huh? It's items. I may have just screwed myself over. Guess I still could, but I already gave you guys credit for it. Of course. Okay, here we go. This is funny for 2 reasons. Bill B, 3, 2, 1. First of all, you got your favorite team. Or something far from it. This is for getting the something far from it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Not your Bills. Well, it's got a Hall of Fame script. I already gave you guys credit. I'm not going to count it against you. Oh, well. Hall of Fame script. That is Ty Law, Hall of Fame 19. Going to the Bills fan, getting his Patriots helmet here. JSA certified. Nice hit, Bill B. Ty Law, Hall of Fame 19. I saw someone doing a Raz for a helmet, and they listed as Ty Law, and it was Darrell Reeves. Not even close. I had to message him and tell him that's not even close. And then he called Jabril Peppers Julius Peppers too. I'm like, good grief, man. Yeah, Ty Law, you have to at least respect him. Nice hit. Congrats. Free helmet from me to you for guessing the right team. You didn't have to even challenge anybody else for it. You were the only one that picked up it. This one is for Greg for winning the Wonka points. Series 31 champion. We'll start over for Series 32. Congrats, Greg. No problem, Bill. Not a problem at all. Box 16, Series 31. And how fitting is that? The one that hits the most Wonka points. I guess I'll write it down, but hitting it on the last box, how funny is that? 6 more points for good measure to put it up over 50, I think, or over 40. I see a name here. If this is the player, I think he'll be happy. I'm pretty sure months and months and months ago, I heard him say he wanted this player, but maybe he already has him. I lose track of who you guys hit, who you don't hit. At least I say that. I think I have a memory that's better than I give credit for. Just the other day, Flash, when I said everybody should have a Bucks Flash, it was Mike Evans the other day. This is not Mike Evans, obviously. Buccaneers Flash for Greg. Let's see what you got, Greg. 3, 2, 1. Defensive side. I could have sworn I heard you say you wanted a Ron Barber months and months back. If so, you got one. Rondé Barber, Buccaneers Flash, Beckett certified. Both your pieces there. Congrats. That's a cool helmet, too. Okay, let me do a quick recap, and then I'll do the giveaway. You can take off if you don't want to sit here and keep watching me. Those are full size. Recap. Non-Big Al stuff tonight. We had Jordan Kyrou once again from East Coast. We had Charlie Sheen on the Funko. I thought that was pretty cool. Bob Greasy, Chris Johnson, CJ2K on the minis. We had Warner and Adrian Faber, Stephon Diggs, Joe Theismann, Anthony Munoz, Fire Factory. Sorry, it was Nick Bolton. Gals license jerseys, Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow, Steven Stamkos. Some fun stuff tonight. Congrats to the winners. Sorry to those that didn't. Let's hurry and copy for our giveaway. I'll let you guys watch me do this. Whoever comes up on top here gets $60 Big Al credit to use for whatever they want to. Anyone that joined. Give me a second while I do all these guys. What color was that? Yeah. David, that was this one. All right, we got James, Larry, Steve. Steve A, not Steve W. Over here, Chris O. Almost there. R. Jason T. Okay, 7 times on this list, guys. Top name gets 60 Big Al's credit. 18 hours later. Sorry for the long stream, guys. How many entries do we have? 196. It's usually around 200. Top name after 7 rolls. If you're still here with me. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Steve W. Steve Ray, you're getting the top spot, and you're getting 60 Big Al's credit. David H., you were dang close. Greg as well. Billy, Chad, Larry. Steve W., if you're here, that's you. I'll make a note of it. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me Wednesday. We'll do a mixer. We'll do some more Radke. We'll do some more Fire Factory. Thursday, we'll do some Big Al stuff and some Fire Factory. There you are. You're here. Yep. So $60. Use it for whatever you want to. And then hopefully I'll get the series built this weekend, maybe by Monday or Wednesday, and then we should be good to go. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Go Gators. Congrats to Gators fans out there, and we'll see you on Wednesday if you're around. Thanks, guys.